So hey, this is Chris from Cycle Source. Here we are in the place. This is the spot. This is Shelton Davis's garage. I'm here with my brother Roadside. And you guys have been following the 49 pan stuff. You know that I come down here to get some school on the pan motor from the master. He's taking me to school. We started out today. We had about 5 broke off bolts in this case, and he's been going at it, helping us get everything straightened out and get the parts figured out. And here we are now. We just come back from Easy's place, bead blasting the cases and stuff. And where do we go from here? We got a whole line of parts.
And by master, Chris is meaning my dad, because I'm as inexperienced as they come. I just stand back and watch, and I'm pretty much a parts washer. But like Chris was saying, today my dad pulled out 5 broke off bolts. One thing to keep in mind when you're working on older motors especially, like my dad showed Chris, that's a special thread for the distributor hole, a special screw. It's not just a standard tap. So if that's stripped out, you need to keep that in mind. My dad luckily has the correct Harley taps, and we were able to use those.
And you know what, man? This is something that's got to be said too, because you know, with the whole generation of guys like your dad, the amazing thing is just to sit him down at some of this stuff and watch him go through it, because the amount of patience and the precision they have when they're working on stuff. You know, it's real easy to get frustrated doing something like this, and you're looking at a 60-year-old piece of equipment here. You know what I mean? And you
right.
make one wrong turn, man, it's done.
Exactly. You know? We got a really good set of cases here. They're nice and solid. They're matching belly numbers, which is always a plus. I mean, it's not a deal breaker if you come across a set of cases that don't have matching belly numbers. I mean, I've ran sets that didn't have them, but they still ran great. The key is line boring the cases, like we're going to be doing shortly.
You know, it's right too. For the things that we did find that were disappointing, we had to address in these motor cases. The bulk of what we have here is really good, solid stuff to work from. We got them all cleaned up now, bead blasted. Now we're going to take these cases and come back into here and scrub everything down with some fresh, clean gasoline. Then we're going to blow everything off. We're going to scrub them down again, blow them off again, get everything spotless. Try to get this whole area ready for Roadside's dad to come in and teach us how to build pinhead. So stick around.
Cases up, put the new races in, and then we're going to bolt the cases together, and then we're going to line bore them, which I can't wait to see Chris do.
Yeah, buddy. Where's that thing at?
Right there.
There it is. This is the line bore, the hand crank that everybody's making fun of me on Facebook.
That's right.
But you will see that is a hand crank. This is a manual tool.
And as Easy said, just think you're making ice cream.
Making ice cream.
You're just making ice cream. And other than that, Chris has got a really nice set of cases. It's going to be an awesome motor. I can't wait to get started on it.
I guess I ought to thank Tim from Papa Clutch for that.
Yeah. Tim, I can't believe you came off these.
Alright, so stick around. We got our work cut out for us. We're going to spend the next couple days here like coming down to the wire with the 49, so we can make Willie's Tropical Show this year with the 49, baby. I can't wait.
Nothing like a little bit of pressure.
Alright, stick around. Alright, so here we are 4 days later.
A long 4 days.
It sure has been. But as you can see, the 49 is damn near in new stock condition. Probably a little better in some senses, huh?
Yeah, we've got totally new cams, oil pump, push rods, lifters, rods, pistons, rings, valves. I think the only used stuff in the motor is the rocker arms,
which were thoroughly gone over. Anything that was used in this was thoroughly gone over.
The distributor, cam cover, which is a whole nother story.
What we have in total, probably 6, 8 different cam covers where he's going back and forth on.
At least.
Oh, but see, that's it, man. I mean, building something like this, if you're not just gonna, go to the motor factory and grab a bunch of shit and bolt it together, like if you're trying to remount something.
And plus, this motor the only thing that we started out with that was really together were the cases, just the 2 case halves. Everything else was.
I mean, even down to the flywheels. Like the flywheels came from 2 different motors, so we were mating up 2 wheels that had never been together.
Right.
Yeah.
And to go from all of that in 4 days to this, that's kind of monumental.
You know, there's something we talk about all the time, how it takes, when you're building a custom motorcycle, it takes a whole group of people. And I've known Roadside long enough, we've written enough stories about him, that I've always known that he had a support network of people around him. But to come down here and to see the people, like at one time there was 6 or 8 cats in the shop working on this stuff with us. You know, and even when it was only me, you, and your dad, there was 3 men like going at it. You know what I mean? Like it's so cool to see that this is really still what it's all about. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and the guys that come around and help me, they truly enjoy working on motorcycles and building stuff. And they were just as excited to see this together as you were, brother.
Oh, that's no kidding. I mean, we had guys stopping in here that were just on their way home from work every day, stopping by.
Yeah,
where are you at now?
Yeah, where are you now?
Right.
Is there anything I can do? And
so very, very cool on all fronts to come down here and do this.
And a lot of guys really kind of kicked in their own gifts and all. Little Chopper gave the push rod collars, and Easy
gave me a primary derby, man, for 10 primary. And then, I mean, the biggest gift I got to tell you is you bringing me down here to work with your dad and to learn from him. Like that's an amazing man right there.
Oh man, he, me and my brother-in-law Jeremy, we're fortunate enough we get to hang out and soak up his knowledge almost every night. But you know, he's truly amazing at what he can do, and you got to see firsthand some of the stuff that he, you know, like Easy says, he can just like wave his hand. And it's just like fixed.
We saw him do it, right?
Yeah, like the cam cover. You know, he said right off as soon as he saw it, "That's not going to work."
Oh, day one. We pulled a cam cover out of the bag, and he goes, "Well, it's nice, but it ain't going to work.
Yeah,
it's wrong. Look right there." And we're like, "No, we'll do this, we'll do that." And he's like, second day is like, you know,
it's not gonna work.
Third day is like, I'm just going to get one that's gonna be the right one because it wasn't working.
And he came back with how many? 4 or 3?
3 of them. One that was this one in fantastic shape, and 2 that had some ears broken, and we could have made work if we had to, but it ended up, dude, this 8 fin just popped right on.
Bolted
it was
right
so
on.
nice.
And little to no modification, and it went right on.
Yes, sir.
I think you were greatly relieved because I think I joked with you about the cam cover, and you just looked at me in all seriousness like you were about to cry. I said, "Please don't tell me that cam cover's got to come off again."
Oh man, because we had it on and off a dozen times through all of that, you know, and like trying different stuff, and but man, I wouldn't trade any of it for the world. So here's where we're at now. Gonna load this stuff up. We've got 18-hour road trip back to Pennsylvania, and then we're gonna start the final assembly. Brother, I wish you could be up there for that too.
The only thing I'm really hating is, other than being up there with you, is getting to slip this thing in the frame too.
Oh man, it's gonna be so badass.
God, it's gonna be beautiful. You know, it's going home now.
Yes, sir. We'll be back here in March then on it.
Right on, brother. Thanks again for everything.
I appreciate it. Stick around.